Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Blind? Now, I'm back here in Prakashka to confront Daria, who has been apparently implanted with the memories of a dead memories, rather with the personality of the dead serial killer. So I'll try to take care of that. And I guess that's my only side quest, so after that I'm back to the other district, unfortunately, unless anything else crops up, to continue the main plot by investigating the Dvali district. Oh, I actually also have 4 argument points, so I guess it might be a good idea to put them into something. Peps. Do I want the peps? Knocks down targets. Long firing cycle, short operational length, and lengthy recharge time. I guess there is. This supposedly renders targets unconscious, but you know, I have multiple options for that already. Oh, but this works on bots as well? But I guess the Tesla does as well. Let me consider anything else I might have wanted. I guess I can fully upgrade the smart vision, because it'll lower the energy cost significantly. This shows me items in containers. It isn't that useful, but I'm kind of annoyed. Like, my OCD would have preferred for me to spend everything in a given category, because I'm annoyed by the 3 out of 4, which, you know, seems to imply that I'm not done, even if in a particular case I kind of am. I have 2 points. Maybe it's time for the upgraded inventory. What else could I want? Upgraded health. That's kind of pedestrian. I'll keep those 2 points for now. Maybe I'll get enlightened at some later date. But wasn't there an access to the sewers somewhere around here? Not exactly, but there is a vent, which presume... okay, this doesn't really give me anything, I don't think, because this is just the platform. Although, maybe it leads all the way to the... presumably it would lead all the way to the surface. Nope, it just leads to one of the bathrooms. Okay, so I need to get back to the sewers, basically. Preferably to the ones near my own apartment, because that seemed to be close to where Daria is. Oh, there's actually people straight up caged in the streets, which is more which is more hardcore than I initially imagined. This is the place where the murder has happened. Incidentally, the chalk outline is kind of ridiculous, because they don't even do it nowadays. They only do it in fiction. In real life, it's not even done nowadays. So to think they would be doing it, you know, in the future with all of those advanced technologies, it's kind of ridiculous. But her phone is here, so this is basically the way to go if I want to follow her. Wait.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry, before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
To be honest, so doesn't she know she's doing that? Or is it like a... Because maybe she doesn't know that I know, so she's trying to trick me, but if you ask me, it's a little bit too elaborate. Like, she tied herself down, and now she's pretending that there's this other guy. To be honest, I don't see a particular advantage in playing along. Like, what would that accomplish? Although I guess that's more that speaks more to her like reasonable side, perhaps. So maybe it'll be easier to get close to her to like flip the switch, the thing on the chip. Let's try it.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
Okay, to be honest, at this point, I'm not sure what purpose does it serve to pretend that I don't know what's going on here. Like, because all those specific questions, like, I already know the answer to them. Well, I guess I don't know how long ago it was, but which way did he go? He didn't go anywhere because that's her. But I guess I'm kind of curious to where it will lead.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave here? Which way did he go?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
I don't want to attack her, but I do want to at least try to use the code phrase to like activate the suppressing chip or something. I will attack her if it comes to that.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai Yong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage compared to mine.
To be honest, I don't feel like she has any particular reasons to begin with. Like, presumably her reasons are the exact same that the serial killers are, which were that he was crazy and he hated augmented people because he thought they are lesser than human. So that's not much of a reason to me. Like, it's not that I admire Tai Yong Medical, you know, or corporate greed, but given the choice between corporate greed and killing people because of some preconceived crazy notions of being the savior of humanity, then I would much rather go with greed. I'll try to use the keyword and see what it does. I hope it's not going to kill her. I will be feeling very guilty if it's a kill switch.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique, his courage to follow through.
I can still help you.
To be honest, she's not making her case too great. It was ad hominem. Like to be honest, she's like vehemently trying to convince me that she is in fact herself a serial killer. So I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. Although, well, like you'd think she'd go along with it, as it's clearly beneficial to her. You know, that line of argumentation that says that she's not responsible for it, whereas she's like all like, oh yes, I am responsible for it. It's actually cool that I learned all those new techniques on how to kill people, but I was going to do that anyway. Like, that's kind of deranged. Well, let's see what it does.
Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Listen to me. The neural chip that Dr. Sipper installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people, I don't believe that was really you.
To be honest, I'm not so sure anymore.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change anything? The procedure gave me access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone. You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Sipra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
Okay, let's try to persuade.
You obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svobodka's memories inspired in you.
I don't need help. You do. You need to be saved. All Ogs need to be saved. Svobodka inspired me to... I can make you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
And what is she? Sadistic, defiant, inhumane. Personality traits are those of Marek Svobodka, harvester killer. Whatever part of real Daria Myska now remains has long lain dormant. She must be found. I feel like if I'm trying to, like, if there really is an actual part of her that that doesn't want to kill people, then perhaps this option is the best. Although, this doesn't have a lot to do with her personally, it's more about augmented people overall. Okay, I'll try it and see what... It usually gives me a warning, like even if this drops, I still should have another chance.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul, victims of an age? I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobotka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, the memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his cause.
I don't think I had that much of an impact, based on this at least, but she did hesitate for a bit. Must be found. Like, I have to speak to her humanity, which again, I feel like this is the best way, but it seems kind of repetitive to go for the same option over and over again. And again, I don't think I had that much of an impact last time. I feel like this might be a good option as well, because it like speaks to her agency. It speaks to the fact that she should like differentiate herself from him, because otherwise she's like giving away control of her own body and mind. But I feel like this doesn't necessarily like to differentiate yourself. It doesn't necessarily require changing your beliefs from thinking all augmented people are scum. You just there were many serial killers, and they were all pretty distinct. Well, maybe not all, but many of them were pretty distinct from one another, but they were all still serial killers. So I feel like just because she will find a personality of her own doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a better one, whereas this tries to speak directly to her humanity, which I guess hinges on whether you think there was one to begin with. But I'll try it again.
Svobotka didn't have a cause. He was a serial killer, acting out on impulses that he tried to couch in spiritual rhetoric. A way of convincing himself that his actions were justified, but they weren't. No amount of faith or abstraction makes it okay to dehumanize people the way he did.
No, it doesn't. But so what if you're right? So what that Svobodka's motivations cannot stand up to scrutiny? His actions, my actions, cannot be justified.
Is she going to
Where
kill
do they
herself?
leave me? If those others did not deserve to die, then I deserve to die.
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me
Yeah.
to look into this neural procedure.
Yeah, that's my point exactly.
Anti-young.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Cipra Anti-Young Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
Right?
You were right before, about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
Is she going to... Okay, this is interesting. Like, if she kills me in that last moment, like if she shoots me in the head or tries to I don't know, break my neck or something, then that's going to be kind of hilarious. But also, it's going to be my own fault for falling for that, because I really feel like it's not... I wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't think it's wise, but I think, like, let me put it this way. I wouldn't do it in that situation if it wasn't a game. But I think I will do it, because if I die, I can always reload. And I feel like in the confines of a game story, it's actually worth the risk, because this like affirms my belief that that she's worthy of being given a chance, that she's worthy of like having a chance at redemption, whereas this is kind of implying that I don't trust her after all, which can be kind of damaging to her like self-esteem and her overall mental well-being. So I'll try it. If she kills me, then again I realize it's my own fault, and it's going to be rather hilarious.
All right, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
What's going on here? What the hell am I interrupting?
Detective Montag.
Daria's got a story to tell you. How you react may have something to do with your thoughts on experimental neural therapies and big medical conglomerates.
I don't understand. Where is the harvester?
Right here.
I want to turn myself in.
Myska. That's not what she said, but...
One of you really needs to start explaining.
I want to confess to the killings of Angela Gunn, Misha Voracek, Pavel Klima, and Leonie Wolf. I also need to tell you about the neural procedure I underwent. It involves Taiyong Medical and a man named Dr. Nicholas Sipra. I hope you'll listen.
You can handle this from here. Just listen carefully to what she has to say.
All right, Daria. I think you should start at the beginning.
2 years ago, I signed up for a program sponsored by Taiyong Medical. They said they could help people to become better versions of themselves. It all feels so long ago now. Another lifetime.
I suggest you remember everything you possibly can about this procedure you underwent. Who was involved, when it happened.
I'm not that person anymore. I swear to you.
Take your time. For now, nothing's going to happen until I get the full story.
Okay, anything to add?
Turning myself in is for the best. I know that now.
Yeah, that's actually a very, very, very interesting case. And in fact, I would have enjoyed a whole additional quest that was just made up of like testifying in court and hearing the actual proceedings, expert opinions of scientists, neurologists, psychiatrists, and whatever. Like, I find this immensely fascinating because I really feel like Jensen delivered a perfect summary of my thoughts on this whole thing. I really think it is not my place to judge her, because I don't think I am an expert enough on this subject to render any kind of judgment for her, even moral judgment, because to do that you would have to understand the situation better, and in fact I don't really. I really liked this quest, but again I feel like I would have enjoyed even more of a follow-up for it, which I don't think is going to happen, but I guess we'll see.
Turning myself in is for the best. I know that now.
What about you, Detective Montag? I can't even interact with him. Well, but overall I feel like he's a good man. Like, he seems like a decent enough person. He's a little bit incompetent, maybe? Well, maybe not. Maybe that's too harsh. Like, he's just not an exemplary detective. But I feel like on a personal level, he seems to care for doing what is right. It's just that he doesn't necessarily always believe that he has the possibility to do it. So I trust him to do his best to bring this case to the best possible conclusion. And with that being said, frick, that's a major lag spike. With that being said, let me check my quest log. Yeah, I literally have 0 side missions, so I guess it's finally time to go into the Dvali district, which unfortunately requires yet another trip to the metro. Quick. I wasn't expecting them to shoot at me right away. How are they seeing me? But I guess for whatever reason they seem kind of reluctant to enter the metro station proper. Okay, so I'm going to the Dvali district. Okay. So, how far am I from the Dvali territory? I'm not going... Okay, not that far. Frick. Okay, that's the turret again. Now, which way do I need to... So I need to turn left, right? Left, right. Okay, but not that left. I could have sworn I activated the...
Tonight, Adam. Prague is no longer safe.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm looking at a police barricade right now.
They will not let you pass, but I can help with that. I suggest you take cover.
No, don't...
What do you have in mind?
Man, if she's don't... Frick. I think she not only killed me, which I'm not even feeling that salty about, because I have a unique possibility of reloading, but I think she actually remotely blew up a police truck, which I feel really, really bad about it, because she did it sort of on my behalf, even though she didn't ask me for my opinion. I'm not a fan of that.
You shouldn't be outside tonight, Adam. Prague is no longer safe.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm looking at a police barricade right now.
They will not let you pass. But I can help with that. I suggest you take cover.
Eliza, what do you have in mind? So,
Now is your chance to get past them. Be careful, Adam. I do not want to lose you again.
Jensen, you still alive out there?
yeah, just made it to the red light district. Any luck with that search warrant?
State police aren't even taking my calls. I'm afraid you're on your own this time.
Story of my life. But I got it, don't worry.
Story of my life. I guess she just blew up a turret, which okay, I can excuse that. If she didn't actually kill anyone while doing that. Dvali keycard. Okay, I don't have it. Should I have it? What about my smart vision? So obviously. I'm not sure where would I find a way into the Dvali territory. Yeah, I guess there must be even, not even might, there must be an alternate way of getting through.
Where did that come from?
I hope that maybe there's actually... Oh, wait, I can go through here. I'll check those stashes just because there might be a Dvali keycard in one of them, you know, if it's like a gang stash, somebody forgot his pass or something.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, so this literally looks empty. Ah, okay. That isn't as useful. That's just alternate way of getting to the cul-de-sac if I didn't have the high jumping orb. But I think I can get into the apartment over here, which presumably would let me get onto the other side. So I'm going to check that in just a moment.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What about this? This seems even more pointless. Ah, but I guess you can use it as a jumping point to get to here. And now I should be able to drop onto this balcony.
Miller, the Dvali own most of the apartments surrounding the old theater, isn't that right?
Yeah, and they're very possessive of them. So if you're thinking of getting in that way,
It's gone a little further than just thinking.
they're expected to zip straight past peaceful negotiation the minute they see you.
Tonight, and I should be used to it by now. The reason I am sick is because of you, the general plebeian public. Are you people seriously shocked by these events? By this state of martial law preemptively declared by Czech authorities as an excuse to illegally detain people? No warrants, no trials, no rights reg, you can be sure of that. The only thing that shocks old lads here about it is that it didn't happen 5 years earlier. What took them so long? Prague was a cyborg brothel for years. As soon as the Czech government started offering tax breaks to augmented laborers, the Illuminati drew a giant flaming red target right in the city square. Now you've got everyone panicking in the Warsaw ghetto, Utrecht complex, because their leader, Talos Rucker, was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Mysterious circumstances? My big, fat, hairy ass. This was all part of the plan when they first built that place and started shuffling people into it. They whipped out their Masonic protractors and started penciling in their designs to kill as many people as they can and blame it on the Augs. Come on, people! Wake up!
I really like those auditions. Overall, a curiously decorated room as well, but with all of the polearms and the shields and the swords. Wait. That's... is that... what's his name? Radish? He doesn't... I don't think so. I don't think he has such a head of hair. It's clearly someone from the Dvali, because there's the insignia there. Well, unlike the police, I don't really have any qualms about fighting the Dvali, so, you know, let them bring it on. Sink, machine pistol. Matryoshkas. Frick. Okay, this goes into the open. Some kind of a closet. Okay, I don't have any particular qualms about stealing from the Dvali, so... okay, let me hack the computer here. Semyon Okulov.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Frick, I'm done. Although, maybe not. Maybe I can still get it.
Access granted.
Watch yourself. Having Radish's ear won't save you. I don't care if your cousin was fucking the star. In this family we do not rely on who knows who. But rather, what have you done? You need to earn it. If you're going to work for my crew, you're going to work my way. You go on your own like that again, I will fucking end you. Okay. Now, unlike the police, I don't have any Dvali, any qualms about fighting the Dvali, so...
There isn't enough respect for the old ways anymore.
But I still would like to... Okay, I'm not even on the top floor, so I guess... Because basically I would like to explore this location a little bit more methodically. So I think I'll go to the top floor and sort of take it from there. Ah, he's going up the stairs. He should now turn, yeah, right, and go past here. Okay. Hiding the bodies doesn't really matter because with my quote-unquote skill, they are going to notice me soon enough anyway. So I would rather they just show themselves and we duke it out and I'm free of them eventually. I just don't want to leave this area because they are going to revive the others if I leave them unattended for too long, which will obviously be kind of annoying.
Cool.
Where is the guy going? That is kind of the question I'm having here. Okay, let me go up. Maybe they are on the upper level.
What made that noise?
There's clearly someone here. Okay, now let me search the apartments. This one is opened.
Some of our attachés out in Seattle's Fortress of Solitude. But until then, I have to reiterate some things. I just thought of something, Steve. Even though I can't seem to unglue my eyes from her, that pacifist slut puppet Eliza Cassan is...
Okay, I listened to that audition already. Those are probably drugs, judging from the packaging. Oh, it's like a... anything particularly interesting here? Not really.
Police in Prague, working under direct instructions from the Army of the Czech Republic, have imposed a state of martial law throughout their city. This, after riots in the Santo Group's Udolek complex threatened to spill over into the capital's streets. Allegedly perpetrated by masses of augmented in reaction to the sudden, unexpected death of Talis Rucker. The riots have many people fearing the worst, that a repeat of the Aug incident may be at hand. Many citizens are now demanding that the United Nations Security Council expedite their decision on Resolution 3507, the Human Restoration Act. If passed, it will mandate the worldwide removal or downgrading of augmentations, making mechanically augmented people safe again. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global...
Okay. Again, this photo, I don't think this is Radish, although maybe it's him when he was younger. I'm pretty sure he's currently looking different. And then again, I didn't see him, like, personally. Microwave. Okay, doesn't look like there's a lot of interesting things here. Windows. I think I'm ready to leave. This is locked, so let's hack this.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Do you believe the controversial Human Restoration Act should pass?
Eliza, if members of the UN Security Council could see what we at the Santo Group are building in Rabia, if they were willing to put their support behind me and the Safe Harbor Initiative, well, I wonder if they'd need to debate the act at all.
To hear more of my exclusive interview with Brown, log on to picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you back.
Okay. I think that's enough. And TV, Windows, computer, and nothing. Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. Well, there was nothing here either, so I guess I didn't speak too soon after all. Okay, it looks to be some kind of a server room, but nothing here. There is a computer here, however. Gleb Shastlivstiev. Okay, whatever.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I fucked up. Killed one of the girls last night. Drank too much and brought one of them home. for the audition. Not the cream, just one of the ones Radish would have sent to his porno friends in Moscow. We were having a good time. I didn't know what happened. I guess I drank too much. Couldn't get it up. That robot bitch started laughing at me, saying if I was crippled I could get augmented like her. She would not stop, so I made her stop. I didn't mean for it to go so wrong. I just wanted her to stop laughing at me. The place is clean. I fixed it up. No sign of her. She might be missed. I don't know. Well, so I guess he killed one of the prostitutes. Oh, that's a very nice building. But I imagine I am going to take a closer look at it. I think it's a theater of some sort. But before I go there, I would like to finish exploring this apartment complex. Okay, nothing here except for windows. And some cash. And this is about Lucius the Beers. I already read that. #1 richest person in the world. Well, not for long. Because by the time of Deus Ex 1, this spot goes to Bob Page. Okay, there's another computer. Joseph Krylov.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Say I look like a mix of Ronald Weasley and a giant hairy foot, and you'd be dead on right. But paranoid, I am definitely not. All I gotta do is play back my greatest hits to show you all the things I've predicted that have come into reality. I predicted the Augtastrophe. I predicted Taeyong Medical's make augmented people safe again chips. Balls! I even predicted Hugh Darrow and his Panchaea ending up at the bottom of the Arctic Ocean. Now, you think I'm paranoid because I'm telling you that there are more attacks coming. I've spoken to inside informants in the intelligence community, and let me tell you, they told me to my trusting, oversized, vaguely Weasley-esque face that this Task Force 29 division the Order Lords pushed Interpol to create is just a smokescreen. They want to make you think they actually give a flying fuck about the safety of your cities and towns, when it's accepted knowledge within the community that it's open season. You think all those bell tower special ops forces who disappeared during the AUG incident really got killed? They're out in the world somewhere, militarizing as we speak. I predict an attack is coming soon, one that will make the incident look like a minor league hockey brawl. Paranoid? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Right, Steve? Not paying attention. Which pretty much proves my point.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, he is correct. Once again, like that's the point of this character. He's this over-the-top conspiracy nut, and pretty much I feel like he's a direct reference to freaking Alex Jones, who in real life terms is clearly, you know, bananas, but in this game he's spot on more often than not. Deposit was short again. Too stupid to count correctly and aren't skimming. Next time you either get all the credits from the shops or I tell Radich. So this is about some extortion racket they are running on the local shops. Neuropathy, which I can't really take. Georgian flags, which I guess ties in with the fact that the Dvali are supposed to be like patriotic for Georgia. You know, they originally only accepted people of actual Georgian descent. Okay, I don't see anything interesting here either. But there's an ebook. A new Russia. Oh, so this will be about the Russian Federated States. I was actually interested in that. Short time since the Oak incident, the Russian Federated States have conglomerated into a formidable geopolitical entity. Extended by them to the struggling European Union have been accepted. Their influence can be seen in South and Central America. Can what many described as a blatant kleptocracy not only survive but flourish in the next 30 years? Shown some influence in the parts of Eastern Europe, we anticipate, given the struggles of the United States and the social and cultural aftershock stemming from the Aug incident, that the Russian Federated State will continue to make inroads into the Americas, mostly fueled by the drug trade. Mexico has already shown itself to be friendly to the burgeoning federation. This likely means an increase to the US-Russo antagonism in the near future, at a time when the US can hardly afford it. Okay, that didn't really tell me as much about the state of the world as I would have liked, but well. Oh, they even have a football with the Georgian symbol on it. Okay, let's continue, because I've explored all of this floor. I've explored that apartment because that's where I actually came in. Anything interesting here? Multi-tool, okay. Always kinda useful. Drinking horns, really? They also seem to be pretty big into guitars. Edward Rabinovich.
Anomaly detected. Trace program in access granted.
Had a thought. You know what I think? I think this Chernobog is either Radic or Ota, whereas it's actually Vince Black, the task force agent. You ever think maybe there's no real tension between the two of them? Maybe it's all a big act, some long fucking con they are building? This would be insane. Wait a second. You ever even see the both of them in the same room? What if they are only one person? You've got anything to drink? I'm pretty thirsty. How high are you right now? Okay, obviously they can't be the same person, because Otar has died a tragic, unfortunate death, being shot by his own people in the crossfire. So obviously if he was the same person as Radic himself, then the task force would have noticed that Radic disappeared at a similar, at the same time, and obviously they didn't report anything of the sort.
Access granted.
Okay. Can't read that. It's basically, I think, alcohol. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. So, I assume this is acid? Industrial strength. Yeah, I assume this is some kind of an acidic solution, and they were dissolving a body in it to presumably get rid of the evidence, which I assume the computer is probably going to tell me, right? Once I hack it. Coffee machine. Yeah, let's do just that. Marine Lazarashvili.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
From Radic Nicolazzi. Yeah, he does look different than that photo I keep seeing. The photo has a fuller head of hair, but it also seems like she had like the person in the photo has gray hair, so that would imply he's older than him, because he's still blonde. Take what you need and go see Stanek. Start at his shop, close it for him permanently. So that's why it blew up. Don't go to his house. If he's not there, make sure the next time he comes home is his last, and then he'll know why. So that's about booby trapping Stanek's apartment. Okay, so this is the ground level. Now there's only one exit, so that means the rest of the thing, this is like a public laundry room for the tenants, I assume. Anything hidden here? Not really. It's a nice statue of the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus, I assume. Okay, also some storage lockers.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Frick, I didn't actually want to do that. I kind of did that by accident. It's kind of annoying because I wasted it, but oh well. Alcohol, crafting parts. Girls from Paris, burlesque. Okay. Dvali, Dvaldo. Ah, so I guess one of them is in like a entertainment business. Well, I guess not even one of them, because I guess burlesque especially can be closely linked to like erotic dancing, so that kind of fits with their whole stranglehold on the red light district. I don't think there's anything else here of particular note.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay. Česká republika. Cross. Not quite sure what this is about, but nothing in here apart from this hypostim. But this episode has been long enough, so I think I'm going to just check where this goes. Nowhere really. It's just an alternate way of getting inside. And I'm going to start exploring the rest of the district in the next one. For now, I'm going to save here and actually end it. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!